The landscape of European skies is undergoing a historic transformation, marked by a decisive shift in how sovereign nations perceive their eyes in the sky. For decades, the towering silhouette of the American-made Boeing E-3 Sentry, with its iconic rotating radar dome, stood as the undisputed guardian of NATO airspace. However, as 2025 draws to a close, a new narrative is emerging from the north. On December 30, 2025, the French General Directorate of Armaments formally signed a landmark contract with Saab for the acquisition of the GlobalEye airborne early warning and control system. This decision, valued at approximately 12 billion and 300 million Swedish Kronor, roughly 1 billion and 340 million United States dollars, represents more than just a procurement deal. It is a profound validation of Swedish engineering over the traditional muscle of American aerospace giants. The competition between Saab's GlobalEye and Boeing's E-7 Wedgetail has been the centerpiece of defense discussions throughout 2024 and 2025. While many NATO allies, including the United Kingdom and Germany, initially gravitated toward the E-7 Wedgetail, Paris has chosen a different path. To understand why France preferred the Swedish innovator over the American heavyweight, one must look beyond the surface and into the core philosophies of both platforms. The E-7 Wedgetail is a formidable machine, built upon the airframe of a Boeing 737. It carries the multi-role electronically scanned array radar, a massive structure capable of long-range detection. Yet, the Wedgetail is often viewed through the lens of traditional 20th century power. It is heavy, requires significant logistical support, and carries a staggering operational price tag that has strained the budgets of even the wealthiest nations. In contrast, the GlobalEye is a masterpiece of Lagom, the Swedish concept of being just right. Based on the ultra-long-range Bombardier Global 6000 and 6500 business jet family, the GlobalEye offers a level of operational efficiency that Boeing simply cannot match. It flies higher, reaches its station faster, and stays airborne for longer periods while consuming significantly less fuel than the airliner-based Wedgetail. For a modern Air Force concerned with both mission endurance and environmental footprints, the Swedish solution presents a compelling economic argument. The GlobalEye's heart is the Erieye extended range radar, utilizing gallium nitride technology. This advanced semiconductor material allows the radar to be smaller and more energy efficient, while providing a 70% increase in detection range compared to previous generations. It is specifically designed to detect low observable threats, the small, fast-moving drones and stealthy cruise missiles that define the modern battlefield in 2025. Beyond the radar's reach, the GlobalEye embodies a unique Nordic approach to combat survivability. Unlike its American counterpart, which requires large, paved, and well-defended air bases, the GlobalEye inherits the DNA of Swedish BAS-90 dispersed operations. It is capable of operating from much shorter and narrower runways, including improvised strips. This flexibility is critical for France, which maintains a decentralized air defense strategy to ensure that its eyes in the sky cannot be neutralized by a single strike on a major airbase. By choosing a platform that can hide and operate from smaller airfields, Paris is adopting a philosophy of resilience that has been perfected in the forests of Sweden for over half a century. One of the most critical factors influencing the French decision is the concept of multi-domain surveillance. While the E-7 Wedgetail is primarily an air-focused platform, the GlobalEye was designed from the outset to be a swing roll asset. It can simultaneously track thousands of targets across the air, land, and sea. In a single mission, a GlobalEye operator can monitor enemy fighter jets at high altitudes while simultaneously detecting a submarine's periscope or a small jet ski on the ocean surface hundreds of kilometers away. For France, a nation with the second-largest exclusive economic zone in the world, spanning the Atlantic, Indian, and Pacific Oceans, this 3-in-1 capability is an invaluable force multiplier. The ability to switch focus between an aerial dogfight and a maritime search and rescue operation without changing hardware is a testament to the versatility that Swedish engineers have mastered. However, the choice of GlobalEye over the Wedgetail is as much about political sovereignty as it is about technical specifications. Throughout 2025, the debate over strategic autonomy has intensified across Europe. Purchasing American defense systems often comes with the invisible strings of international traffic in arms regulations. These regulations can limit a nation's ability to modify its own equipment or deploy it in certain conflict zones without explicit permission from Washington. For France, a country that has historically guarded its military independence with fierce pride, the Swedish partnership offers a refreshing alternative. By choosing Saab, Paris ensures that it maintains full control over its mission data, encryption codes, and software updates. This partnership between Stockholm and Paris creates a European pillar of airborne surveillance, reducing reliance on external powers and strengthening the continent's internal industrial base. For the Swedish public, this contract is a significant victory for the national economy and domestic innovation. The French deal ensures high-tech employment for thousands of engineers and technicians in Linköping, Gothenburg, and Järfälla for the next decade. It cements Saab's position as a global leader in high-end sensors and mission systems, proving that a medium-sized European enterprise can successfully outmaneuver a global titan like Boeing. The economic ripple effects will be felt across the Swedish supply chain, from specialized software developers to high-precision hardware manufacturers, further solidifying Sweden's reputation as the Silicon Valley of defense. The timing of this contract is also significant given the recent turbulence in the American aerospace sector. In mid-2025, reports emerged of significant delays and cost overruns in the E-7 Wedgetail program, with some estimates suggesting a price hike from $588 million to over $724 million United States dollars per aircraft. These rising costs, combined with concerns regarding the survivability of large, airliner-based platforms in highly contested environments, have made many reconsider their options. The GlobalEye, being smaller and having a lower radar cross-section, offers a more discrete profile while still delivering superior sensor performance. It is a system built for the smart war, where information, stealth, and agility take precedence over sheer size and historical prestige. As the first French GlobalEye is scheduled for delivery in 2029, with the second following by 2032. The message to the global defense market is clear: the success of Saab in France, following its success in the United Arab Emirates and its adoption by the Swedish Armed Forces, marks the beginning of a new era. The American monopoly on high-end airborne early warning is over. For the Swedish audience, this victory is a point of immense national pride. It proves that a nation of 10 million people can out-innovate a superpower by focusing on quality, efficiency, and the intelligent application of technology. The GlobalEye is not just a plane. It is a symbol of Swedish ingenuity soaring above the clouds of geopolitical uncertainty, reminding the world that the most sophisticated solutions are often born from a commitment to excellence and independence. In conclusion, the decision by France to reject the American giant in favor of the Swedish innovator reflects a broader trend toward intelligence, agility, and sovereignty. As the world watches these sophisticated machines begin their patrol over Europe and the global oceans, the legacy of Swedish engineering is once again solidified on the world stage. The GlobalEye has proven that in the modern era of warfare, the smart choice, the one that balances performance, cost, and autonomy, is often the most powerful one. This deal is not merely a transaction. It is the dawn of a new airborne surveillance standard, authored in Sweden and embraced by the world.